Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening. We got a lot of big stories for you tonight. The latest on a two-vehicle crash in Mobile. Mobile County deputies searching for a man in connection with a shooting in Pritchard. And why Alabama pharmacists staged a walkout today. All of that and more is coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. My name is Summer Poole. I am the digital reporter here at WKRG. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We're almost halfway through the week. Almost. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta count the week by increments, almost halfway there, and then after that will be a quarter to Friday, and then it'll be Friday, and then the weekend. So sometimes that's just how you gotta look at it. All right, so if you're new here, we do our top 5 big stories for the day, and then we also go over our question and our poll of the day. So why don't we go ahead and get into our top 5 stories of the day. All right, starting always at number 5, Gulf Shore city leaders are working to keep trash cans off of bike and pedestrian lanes. Last night, the council agreed to amend the trash ordinance, requiring containers be placed by the side of the road in the beach rental district no earlier than 7 o'clock the evening before pickup. Cans must be placed at least a foot from the bike and pedestrian lane, and the new ordinance goes into effect on March 17th. Number 4, a Grand Bay resident reported to the Mobile County Sheriff's Office that a Mobile County school bus hit her mailbox, and this wasn't the first time, you guys. The amount of times that she says the school bus hit her mailbox is going to shock you. So just throwing that out there. Carol Ann Tucker says she was leaving for an appointment last Friday when she saw her mailbox was bent. All of it was caught on Tucker's surveillance cameras. The video shows the bus backing up in the cul-de-sac in front of Tucker's home and then backing into her mailbox before driving off. Tucker says this would be the 6th time the Mobile County Public School bus had hit and damaged her mailbox. 6 times. That's kind of crazy to me. At number 3, first responders blocked off an intersection in Mobile for more than an hour today after a crash. You can see the airbags deployed in both the car and the SUV involved in the wreck that happened on Azalea Road at Burma Road. Police say when they arrived just after 1:30 this afternoon, they found the driver of the car unconscious with critical injuries. Originally, police told us the driver died. Then they later told us first responders were able to revive the driver en route to a hospital. They tell us the driver of the SUV was taken to a hospital and is expected to survive. Prayers to everybody in that crash. At number 2, the Mobile County Sheriff's Office is looking for a man they say shot another man, leaving him in critical condition. Authorities identified 43-year-old Joseph Rayshawn Williams as the suspect. Deputies and Pritchard police officers were called to the 1100 block of Travis Avenue Monday for a report of a man who had been shot. Witnesses told police Williams was in an argument with the victim inside a home before going outside, grabbing a gun from his vehicle and firing 2 shots through the door, striking the victim. The victim remains in critical condition after surgery, and once arrested, Williams will be facing charges including first-degree assault and shooting into an occupied building. Guys, don't you wish we could solve arguments without guns? That's what I wish. Anyways, at number 1, over 100 Alabama pharmacists are taking part in a statewide walkout in support of legislation aimed at keeping pharmacy doors open. The walkouts are in support of two bills in the Alabama Senate to help enforce fair reimbursement policies for pharmacists. They would increase regulations for pharmacy benefit managers, also known as PBMs, which are essentially the middlemen between pharmacies and insurance companies. PBMs, decide when medications are covered by insurance and set prices, such as copays and how much pharmacies are reimbursed for medications they provide. Local pharmacists say oftentimes they are not reimbursed enough money by the PBMs to cover the cost of filling the prescription. Mom and pop pharmacies are struggling to stay open due to rising costs and competition from online pharmacies. An overburdened workforce and shrinking prescription reimbursement, and major chains are feeling the effects too. So those are our top 5 stories this Tuesday afternoon. Now, let's get into our question of the day. And this question was kind of thought up after a story that I did yesterday. Shameless self-promo. If you want to go check it out, it's on WKRG.com. I did a story about a Nashville-based small business that has created a Mardi Gras scent line. They're a beard and beauty company, so they have beard shampoos and conditioners and beard oil, and they also have female products like hair oil, shaving oil, perfumes. So yeah, there's a whole lot if you want to go check it out. Anyways, back to our question of the day. Our question is, how would you describe the scent of Mardi Gras? And I watched the 12:30 broadcast of News 5 Now, and I saw some of the answers that Devin went over, and I just was cracking up. So I'm going to scroll down some so we can get hopefully some of you guys that haven't been featured yet. Let's see. I think it's Milena? She said, alcohol, fried foods mixed with a little exhaust from the floats and mixed with a little horse poop. Yeah, the horse poop can be bad. Let's see. Jacqueline says corn dogs, horse poop, and cotton candy. So, yeah, more horse poop. Let's see. Tara says musty beads repurposed from last year. You got to be smart when you're riding in the Mardi Gras parades. You got to repurpose. Karen says corn dogs and blooming onions. Troy says chicken on a stick. Let's see. A bunch of people saying horse poop. It does smell like horse poop. But I don't think they would make that in a scent, hopefully. Heather says beer, body odor, and moon pies. Gina says barbecue, fried food, and weed. Vanessa says fast food and candy. So we have a ton of comments from you guys. I think we have 360, it said. So yeah, there's so many comments. If you want to go have you a laugh, go do it. Thank you guys so much for participating in our question of the day. Now let's go over to our poll of the day. Our poll is, all Joann stores are set to close. Will you miss it? Now 77% of you say yes, you'll miss Joann's. 18% of you say no, and 5% of you say no opinion. I haven't been in a Joann store in a very, very, very long time. But I gotta say, I might miss it. What if I need to go there one day and it's not open anymore? So that is our show for you this evening. You're going to want to go now over to our Facebook page if you aren't already there. I know some of you guys are watching on our website to participate in our next question and poll of the day. So our next question for tomorrow is, who's your dream candidate for Mobile mayor? And that question's already posted, so you can go ahead and go comment. I've already read some of your comments, so I know who the front runner is in most of you guys' eyes. And then our next Facebook poll is, do you support the pharmacy walkouts in Alabama? So that's what we talked about earlier. It was the #1 story this evening in the show. So thank you guys again so much for being here with me this afternoon. In about 17 minutes or so, you're going to want to go over to WKRG News 5 for the 6 p.m. news. You'll catch Roseanne, Peter, Simone, and Ed giving you the weather update. So again, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great week. See you next time, guys. Bye.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.